right, what's going on, guys? Welcome to Sunday Night Charts, Jim of all trades. How y'all doing? Hope you're doing well. Let me get myself on the screen here, if you care. Boom, there I am, right there. All right, there in all of my glory. Don't have a lot of that. All right, welcome to the channel, guys. Glad you're here. Hit the likes for me. Tell your friends, invite your friends to the best Sunday night live stream there is. Sunday Night Charts, where we spend an hour and a half, 2 hours every Sunday night looking at what the market's doing, getting ready for the week's trading. And guys, lots going on. We got a lot of FUD. There are a lot of scary things happening in the markets. And we got to wonder how the market's going to react. We invalidated the 1212 count that I've been looking at for a while, but is there any other bullish count? Is there any other way to look at this market bullishly? And the answer is yes, there is, but we're going to be as we're not as bullish as we were. Well, we can be. I'll show you the bullish counts. I'm going to show you the bearish counts and the way to look at the markets from an Elliott Wave perspective. I am an Elliott Wave trader. We look at wave structure to determine what the market, where sentiment is heading. Are we impulsing to the upside, or are we correcting to the upside, and we're really we're just pulling back for a bigger move to the downside now? Is that what's happening right now, or have we got our pullback from the to the downside ready to move back up to the upside? So anyway, we're going to look at the different ways we can understand the wave structure, and we'll see if we can come away with some kind of a position here. Okay, don't forget, I'm not a financial advisor. I'm just a guy sitting in his living room here in Michigan and sharing my Elliott Wave knowledge with you guys. But I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money. I will show you how I'm spending my money. I'll show you how I'm trading and the way I'm thinking about it. If you want access to regular live streams twice a day, that's what the Discord is for. It would invite you into there. Just become a Patreon supporter and get you in there. It's not that much of an investment to stay on top of the wave structure, where we could be going. And I got a lot of educational materials in there for you, as well as just an awesome, one of the best communities of traders on the planet. So we're not moon boys, we're not bear boys. We're just about as balanced as we could be, looking at the charts from a balanced perspective and say, okay, what's price doing and how do we trade this thing from here? So with that said, we're going to jump into the live stream. Let me say hello to you guys. Don't want to ignore you guys. Where are you? There it is, right there. What's going on, Big Papa Pump there? And Ahmet, hey buddy. Can I make lives? I do 2 a day, man. I do so much in my Discord. I get pretty exhausted to do more free lives more often. It's just super challenging for me. I understand though. How was my weekend? It was restful. It was good. I had a great day with my great Friday. With my family, and took my son and his friends to a trampoline park, and then today, yesterday, what did we do yesterday? Just kind of chilled out, hung out, and then today played some after my church and after we met. I spoke today talking about the fiery darts of our adversary and how to quench them. And after that, I played some board games with some friends. So had a really good day, good weekend. Been out of the market, been waiting for the market to show itself. Today, man, today's move is interesting. So we're going to look at that in context here, see if we can figure out what might be happening. What's up, Johnny English? Good to see you. Seth, there's my brother from another mother. And Chemo, always glad you guys are here. Thank you. Bobby D and Keith M, what's up? And Buddy Poppins. It's Mary Poppins' brother, Buddy, guys. Long lost brother, Buddy. If you guys didn't know, Mary Poppins had a brother. There he is, Buddy. How is Mary doing, man? Hope she's doing well. All right, let's see. Hey, Neil. Good to see you, man. I haven't seen you in a while. You doing okay? Good to see you, man. Neil's been around a long time. Long time. What's up, James Bond? The Bond is here. All right, I'm gonna have. Let's see. I need to get a chart ready for the small time frame, just so I can watch the small time frame movement, and then I'll have the daily up as well. So we're gonna bounce back and forth from the small time frame movements, and just want to see what she's doing on these levels here in 1 minute, 5 minute chart, things like that. So I'll have my small time frame up, and then I'll have I've got my weekly up. Here, don't worry about this fractal. This fractal didn't play like I hoped it would. So we'll see what's happening here. All right, guys, ready to rock? Are you guys ready to roll? Ready to get into it? Yeah, I'll do. Definitely look at silver. Yeah, I'll definitely look at your requests here, guys. After I do the BTC analysis, okay? After I do BTC analysis, we'll get to the requests for sure. So, every move and every stream is killing you. What's wrong, Crypto Batman? What's going on? Talking about where a wave might be going and trading a wave are two different things. Make sure you got a good risk management system set up. All right, guys, let's look at it. Can the markets really be bullish? Can they? Is it possible that the markets are actually bullish even with all the FUD? Now, let's just talk about it for a minute. Let's just talk about how can the markets right now have any bullishness, considering banks are failing in the United States, and banks are failing, and just things are looking bad all over. You got bad crypto news, you got bad bank news. How in the world can we have any kind of pump in the market? Well, number one, you have to understand that news, as it were, is the people with money. It is their tool to take your money. Okay. It is their way of killing you. Okay. And whatever is in the news, okay, whatever's in the news is, generally speaking, a reaction to what's already happening in the chart, or it is the news is a fake out to get you thinking one direction while the big players are taking the opposite trade that you are. If all the retail traders in the market are bearish right now and scared and there's a lot of fear, well, the big players are going to be buying it up. And what they do, and what they will do is, let me get on the daily chart here for a minute. And this is what I've been predicting for a little while now, is that, everybody's scared. Everybody's looking at this level down here and thinking, okay, we're going to go down and break it, and we're going down to 5-6K. I mean, it's going down there, and everybody's certain we're going down there. And I have this saying, and I say it all the time, that the market often goes where you expect it to go, just not in the way you expect it. Okay, and I say that all the time because it's just true. If they make it easy, if the big boys make it easy for you to see on the chart where price is going, then they can't make their money. They've got to be able to take your money from you. Okay, and that's what news is for. And so when you hear how bearish the news is, guys, you really need to be thinking contrarian. Is there an opposite viewpoint right now that could take us up and out? Okay. That's interesting that wick is there, JGDDS. Anyway, with that said, I think you should just understand that we need to be contrarians to what's going on. If everybody else is scared, then we need to be thinking, well, maybe there's something opposite going on. Now, I believe wholeheartedly that we are eventually going to come down and hit anywhere between $3,000 and $6,000. That is my range. That is where I think price needs to come down to. And I think Bitcoin will eventually come down there. However, I do think that we're going to pump prior to getting there. Okay? And I've been talking about that for quite a while now. Okay? And we still could make it, but my original count that I was looking at last week did not play out. I talked to you guys about the invalidation of it. We're going to look at the small time frame wave structure in just a minute, and we'll start looking for it here. But basically, I think price really needs to get up here. Just come on up here again, kind of fast and quick for one more liquidity grab. I think it's going to be the big boys liquidity grab. It'll be the final move before the market capitulation, where we just have a huge move to the downside to follow it down here. It's going to get us down to about $4,000. Shoot, I have some ideas that take us down to even about $1,500. Okay, so I'm going to expand that box just a little bit. We could come on down to $1,500. Yeah, could Bitcoin get down there? Absolutely. Don't you think that it possible? Don't you even think that it's not impossible? Okay, or that it is impossible. It is very possible that price gets down to $1,500 again. Okay, you have to understand that. And a lot of you guys are saying to yourself, now I want you to listen to me well. Okay, a lot of y'all are saying, yeah, if price ever goes down there again, oh boy, I'm a buyer. A lot of people were saying, if price ever gets down to 20,000 again, oh, I'm buying everything. Or when price gets down to 16,000, I'm buying everything. They talk like that, but what happens is the market goes down to those prices with so much FUD and so much news in such a way that everybody and their brother is scared and nobody buys down there. Everybody's really selling because you're convinced it's going to go lower, right? You're convinced price is going to keep on going, and there's always a better price, and so if there's always a better price on the next horizon, you'll wait, and then you end up missing the bottom, and in fact the market starts moving on without you, and then all of a sudden you're like, dang it, I missed it. And so you have to understand, guys, that they're not going to let it be simple for you to buy at the bottom, because there's going to be so much economic crap going on once price gets back down to here. There's going to be so much stuff. You think there's a bunch of stuff in the news now? You just wait till there's bank run after bank run, and all of a sudden there's no money to be found by anybody because all your money's tied up in a bank and they've bailed it in, guys. It's coming. Bail-ins are coming. Okay, you think that what they're going to do is they're going to bail out. They said they weren't going to bail out this Silicon Valley Bank. They said they weren't going to do it. That they made a statement. Yeah, we're not bailing you out. We're not doing that again, like in 2008 when they bailed out all the banks in 2008 on that crash. All the banks were bailed out. They said no more bailout. In fact, we've got that Fed meeting camera, hidden camera. I don't know if it's hidden camera. Somebody recorded it and released it, where all these big boys in the Fed were talking about the bank failures that are coming, guys. And so the bank failures are coming. Your money's going to be locked. If it's in the bank, it's going to be locked up. You're not going to have access to it. You'll only have access to a portion of it. We saw it happen in Cyprus and Greece, guys. We saw it happen. Okay, we saw, we saw the bank say, yeah, you can only get $100 of your money today. What do you mean you've got $5,000 and you want your $5,000? You can't have your $5,000, but we'll give you $100 today. Come back tomorrow, we'll give you another $100. And then all of a sudden, you want your money. You want to take your money. You want to go buy something with it, maybe some Bitcoin or food or whatever you want, and you don't have access to your money. Why? Because the banks are bailing themselves in. In other words, they're seizing your money, not giving you access to it. So Thanks for that clarification. But they're not giving you access to your money when you want it. So at the bottom, when everything's crashing and all the markets are crashing and all the banks are failing and everything's scary and you want access to your money, if you don't have it out in something else like gold or silver or some other commodity that, or whatever, protecting your money, you're not going to get access to it. In fact, it won't be insured either. It's not going to be, that whole system is going to come down crashing. It's on its way. It's on the banking system as you know it is in the middle of a reset. And don't you doubt for a minute that a the entire system crash is the way they're going to do it. Okay? They're going to crash the system. And it's a controlled crash right now. It's all planned out and they're just doing it a little bit at a time. So what they're going to probably do is they're going to bail out Silicon Valley Bank. They're going to bail them out so that everybody gains what they said in their the press release today. They said, hey, so everybody gains their confidence in the banking system again. They're going to go ahead and insure everything. So everybody, it's all fine. Everything, it's all good. Everything. Nothing, that meme where the guy's sitting at the table, and he's got his drink and there's fire all around him and it says, it's fine. It's fine. That's what's going on here. Everything's fine. Paying no attention to the smoke or the man behind the curtains, really paying nothing. We're going to have our money. We're going to be fine. You guys are not going to be fine if you don't take steps to protect your money. Guys, don't you think that they're going to let you have anything. They're not. And don't you think that when it hits the bottom, I'm going to time it just right. And I'm going to nail that bottom. And then we're going to go to the moon. You're not even guaranteed, number one, Bitcoin's going to last. Okay? You don't know. You have no concept. All this is a big speculation on your part that you think Bitcoin's going to be. There could be some kind of Bitcoin 2.0 coming out where, I'm not saying that there's not newer and better things coming, but you don't know the future. That's the point here. Okay? But this is just a mechanism. This is a mechanism by which the big boys are taking their money, taking your money, okay, and taking it from you. So don't you think if they wanted to, they could pump this thing? And they totally could. And I've just seen them do it time and time again. All the FUD and all the news and everything bad going out. This is the end of the first quarter. Isn't that what happened in the COVID dump? When we had the COVID dump, what happened? What did after all the news down here, all the bad news, everybody's scared to death, market's going straight down, it's going to hell in a handbasket. And what happened? All the big boys, they're all buying. Okay? Now I think they're going to do it again. And they're going to make you think, hey, we're doing it again. Right, and everybody's going to come in buying up in here. We're going to pass this level right here, and we're going to wick past 50K, and everybody's going to be like, the whole narrative is Bitcoin's going to 100K. Here we come. That's the whole narrative, and here we go. This is the bottom, but what it actually is, it's just a dead cat bounce. But it's a pretty decent dead cat bounce, in which you're going to get a final sell-off, more than likely, a final liquidity grab where they take it down. And the big boys really buy. And I imagine if they get down here and Bitcoin is going to hang around for a while, which it probably will. I mean, I do think, how can I say it? I think blockchain is here to stay. There's no doubt in my mind about blockchain. Let me just check small time frame chart, see what she's doing here. But I don't know that Bitcoin per se is going to be here forever. I know that, guys, the powers that be, they want the central bank digital currency. Okay? I don't mind a little tame language. It's all right, man. But thank you for that. So anyway, where was I saying? Oh, the central bank digital currencies. The central banks aren't going to relinquish power to you. I mean, that's a whole farce. this notion that they're going to give up their power and actually let you have your money. No, no. By 2030, you're going to have nothing. You're going to have nothing, and you're going to be happy though. You're going to be happy. Let me tell you, the people that run this, the central banks, okay, the people that run the system, you got to understand something. These are the type of people that don't care if 4,000 people almost die in a Twin Towers collapse in 2001. They don't care, because that event was orchestrated to bring about what they wanted to do globally. Okay, they don't care. Listen, this started way back in Ford Motor Company, guys. Ford Motor Company, not just Ford, but Ford and Shell. In World War II, Ford was selling tanks. Guys, look it up. It's historical fact. Ford was selling tanks. Excuse me, not tanks, but engines that go inside German army tanks. So Germany was buying engines from the American company, Ford Motor Company. You had America's men and women building engines and selling them overseas to Germany. And those tanks were used to kill American men and women. Who in the world has that kind of conscience that could do that? These are the people, guys. These are the people that have the conscience. I mean, that's who's running the government and running the show. The men in black behind the scenes running everything. The people with money and power. All I'm saying to you guys is you got to realize that we are in historic times right now. And they are moving the government, the money system from fiat, paper money, okay? And they're moving it over to digital. This world is going digital. There's no doubt about it. But it's not going to be, you're moving Bitcoin with your MasterCard and Bitcoin. That's not going to be the currency. No, you're going to have a digital yuan and a digital ruble and a digital USD. You're going to have digital everything. Digital fiat, programmable money. You say, no, the people aren't going to accept it. Oh, yes, they will. The people are going to accept it. They are. How are they going to accept it? Because there's a crisis coming. There's a calamity coming. You say, Jim, you're just a conspiracy theorist. Guys, I'm just here to tell you there's something coming. You don't know what it is. We already got the banks starting to fail. This is just a little test run right now, guys. That's what it is. What's going on with the Silicon Valley? Banks getting everybody scared. A little test run so they can pump the markets while everybody else is freaking out. So they'll pump the markets. See, everything's fine. Everything's fine. And once they pump the markets, they will dump it on you because you're going to start buying again. Markets are going up. Hey, we got a rebound. The markets are doing good. Hey, there's hope on the horizon. There's going to be good news for the next 2-3 months. Anyway. There's another crash coming. So I see a pump in the markets coming. We've seen this for a while. This is what we call a flat, guys, where you have a correction and then a 3-wave move and then a 5-wave move, and that's a flat. 43K to 50K is definitely on the table. It's still possible. But it's a final money grab till they take all your money, then they sell it off. And what's going to cause that sell-off? That's going to be bad news, bad news, bad news all the way down. People are going to freak out. Everybody in the world, it's the final money grab. And it's going to be scary as crap. And whatever's going to be happening in the world during this time, that's 2024. Okay? 2024. What should we buy? That's a good question. What will save us? Jesus will save you. Jesus saves. Is there any hope for our financial markets? Are they going to let you have any money? I personally just, I mean, I'm not shilling SD bullion, but I just personally bought some silver. I got silver coins right here. I've got some silver coins that are. This is a $half size. That's an ounce right there. $25 for that ounce right there. SD bullion. Just bought it last week. I have some dime size. I have quarter size. Then I got some that you can actually break into quarter. You can take the quarter and break it into quarter pieces as well. Anyway, the only way to really protect your money in a changeover in the system is to get your money out of the banks. I mean, if you've got real and buy actual physical silver and gold, so that once the economy resets and they go to whatever system they're gonna go, and everybody else's money has been taken, you have your money preserved, okay, in physical silver and gold, and the value of that silver and gold will likely go up a lot higher. Then at that time you'll be able to sell it and convert it to whatever the current system is, whether it's central bank digital currencies or whatever it is. That's what silver and gold is for. It's to preserve your capital. Okay, and so that's what I have right here. I mean, this isn't all I have, but it's one of them I had out today. So what's going to save you? I don't know that Bitcoin's going to save you, but you can make some money along the way, maybe. I wouldn't keep a ton of money on the exchanges, maybe $10,000 or less on the exchanges. I wouldn't keep a bunch of money there. Oh, the prices of silver and gold right now are phenomenal. I mean, they're very good for what's coming. I'm very, very bullish on silver and gold. We'll eventually get to that. All right, I've done my rant. I've kind of calmed down. Oh, Johnny English, what a kind comment. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. I don't do a lot. I just sit here and rant on Sundays. What's going on? So, But hopefully it just wakes you up a little bit, guys, that you just get awakened to there are evil people in charge. There are evil people in this world, and they're doing bad stuff. They're doing bad stuff. And they don't care if people die. They don't care. They're all right with that. It's best if the world is depopulated a bit. So let's really push abortion. Let's really push. I mean, with all the Green Deal, it's actually killing. Talk to Denmark and Holland right now. Talk to them about green energy and their farmers and whatnot. What they're doing. It's bad stuff, and they're orchestrating all this bad stuff. And you got to know, you got to understand that these people don't care about you. They're just pushing their agenda, and it's a global control. They're pushing for one world globalist control, where there's a few people running the entire world, and we're all the minions. You won't have anything by 2030, but you'll be happy. You won't own anything, but you'll be happy. Malcolm, I don't think anybody's going to wake up, man. Oh, well, that is just absolute. That shows what kind of big big comment. What a cutest friends. Thank you for that. I don't remember, to be honest with you. So it's forgotten and forgiven. I don't even remember what you said, and so yeah, I don't remember at all. Anyway, guys, I do see the market's potentially going to pump here for one more time. I don't know if they're going to go as high as I've indicated here, but I can certainly I can certainly see it pumping up here. Okay, and what's the count if it goes up there at this point? What, are y'all ready to get into the count? You ready for me to shut up? Oh, okay. Yeah, real estate. If you can own real estate, but there's been big real estate grabs as well. But yeah, if you can own real estate, that's a good place to put your money. Absolutely, absolutely. All right, guys. So let's do the count. Let's do the count here. What's the new count? Well, let's just look on the daily for a moment. What jumps out at you at the daily as far as the RSI? Anybody? Does anybody see it? Tell me, my friends. You see what's going on in the RSI here? Oh, I was just enjoying my rant, man. Warning everybody. Had to do a little preaching, Joshua. I'll get to it. So sorry, y'all came here for the count. You don't want to hear me preaching. I just want to let you know, guys. This is time to be careful. Uncertain, scary times. Time to really be careful. Okay. What do y'all notice here? We got hidden bullish divergence. We got a hiding bull here. Okay, and it's on the daily, and we have a break back to the upside. The only thing that's going to mess this up is a daily move back to the downside. Okay, if we start moving back down here, all right, then obviously that daily there's plenty of room for more downside to come. All right, but right now this is very, very interesting what they're doing. The RSI has reached the trend line on the daily, and it's playing around the trend line. We'll see if we get any more push today, back up over. Because the daily just opened, it's only an hour and a half into it, so we'll have to wait and see how this day plays, and what happens with the opening of the banks tomorrow, in particular. What's going to happen with the opening of the banks in London, and what's going to happen of the opening of the banks, right now in Asia? Okay, what's going on? Well. We'll have to wait and see, but they're seeing the news. They're waking up seeing the news. What's going to happen in London? We'll have to wait and see how the day plays out. But there is hidden bull on the charts. We got to break back to the upside. Let's see if that holds. Okay. Now, are we just going to go straight up forever? I don't think so. We generally go up in waves, right? We generally go up in waves. We're reaching an important zone right here in price. Okay. So we're going to find some resistance in this area. There's going to be pullbacks. It doesn't mean we have to retest down here very much, though it can. It can retest, and I don't know how the wave's going to move. Really don't. But right now, we're going to look at the small time frame. But the daily right now looks really good. We have basically, I count this as 5 waves: 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay. How am I looking at that? Well, I'm looking at that as a wave 1. So I got a wave 1. Boom, right there. And this pullback right there can be counted as 3 waves as a wave 2. And it could be possibly done. Okay? Here we go. 3, 4, 5. Okay? That's how we get up there. We got a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now this takes weeks to go up. Months. But it could go straight up like that. It could, much like this wave, had some real bullishness to it. Okay, this wave could get some real bullishness to it here coming up. So we got a real chance here, guys. We got a 1-2 on our hands, and it's done. It's ready to rock. Okay. Yeah, but that bull trap has a chance to take us, Mike Ski, up to 50K. Absolutely. Don't think that they won't go and grab that liquidity. I mean, come on. You got to know there's a bunch of liquidity all right up in here. There's a bunch of... Oh, wait a minute. There's a bunch of liquidity here. And there's a bunch of liquidity up there. And don't you think that they won't go up and take it. They go up and grab it. Grab it. Grab it. Boom. Down. They'll do it. They'll go where the money is. And there's people that think we have to go down, and they're shorting the crap out of the market right now. This is a pullback here. We're going to go down here, and they're shorting the crap out of it. Well, they're buying. Boom. And they're going to take liquidity out. They'll work both sides of the market, guys. They're going to work both sides of the market. So this is the bullish count. There's your bullish count for you guys. That's it. I mean, that's one of the two bullish counts I have. That this is a 1, there's a 2, need wave 3, 4, and 5. Okay? Looking for something like that. Something like that. All right. Now, could this go up in 3 waves and then come back down? Yep. It could. I don't think it's going to. If it's going, but that's a secondary bullish count. That it could go up in 3 and then come back down and then go. I don't think it's going to. I don't think the proportionality of the wave is going to allow it. I think we're just going to boom. I think we're just going to rise and start heading up. Now, does that mean we're not going to get any kind of pullback in the small time frame? No, obviously we'll get pullbacks on the small time frame. Right now, the whole market is overbought like crazy. On the 2 hour, all the way down. Shoot, the 4 hour might even be overbought as well. Yeah, the 4 hour is just now reaching overbought. So yeah, it's pretty. You know, we're pretty overbought here. There needs to be some kind of a pullback and some time. You know, a little bit of a wave back to the downside before we start just making progress. So there's going to be some consolidation tonight during Asian London session. There's going to be a setup. And then tomorrow's bank openings, guys, 8 a.m. to 7 a.m. tomorrow morning, 8 a.m. tomorrow morning. When the banks begin to open, I think market is going to be supremely volatile tomorrow. I think this week's going to be grab your popcorn, man, and we're going to have a big week on our hands, I think. Okay? We just check small time frame here and see what's going on. Okay, I just want to kind of keep track of, 1 minute, 5 minute. It looks like do we have a break of structure? We got a break there, but we have a larger trend line. Watch to see if it comes down there. So we have a secondary trend right there. It looks like we're breaking to the downside that on the 5 minute. That means probably on for a 5 minute size wave, we're gonna get some kind of a downward movement on the 5 minute chart. Retest the breakout. Then maybe more. We'll see. We'll see if this wants to keep impulsing or not. We'll keep looking at the small time frame and the big time frame, but still. All right. So 4 hour, we're overbought, but look at the 2 hour. I mean that's mega overbought straight up. 1 hour, we got a double peak up here on the 1 hour. It's hit 86, 87 almost. We're pretty overbought, and we need a little bit of a cool down. Okay, so chances are, what kind of wave shape we're going to get? This is going to pull back in a wave 4, go up for a wave 5, 4, 5. Something like that. Give us a 5-wave move. Let's see if we get a 5-wave move. One count I have here, guys. Let's talk about a small time frame count here. I have on this particular wave here. What if that's some kind of a expanding diag? That would be awful nice. Love an expanding diag. It's awful big, but man, let's call that 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. About finished if it's not done already. If that's finished, what do we expect? Well, we need a three-way pullback. We need a three-way pullback. We get that three-way pullback, and then boom, we start going. And all that becomes a 1, and a 2. We start getting a 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, and then we start going, reach some resistance, take that top out, come back, boom, and we go. And that could be the bullish play right there, if that's an expanding diag off of a three-wave move. How do we count this as 3 waves? Let's check that out for a little bit. Looking at wave structure here, I've got an expanded flat off the top. 3, 3, 3. I should have that as a WXY. We're just going to leave that as a ABC for now. Just you get the idea. 3 waves, okay? Then we've got some kind of 3-wave move there. It's ugly as crap, okay? And then you've got another 3-wave move here. Boom, boom, boom. Finished. And that entire thing is just a big WXY. It's finished. It's a 3-way move. It's a double correction. And we came down to the 1414. Almost tagged the 1618. We did tag the 50% retrace of the entire move. Guys, I got that as a finished correction. Got everybody scared, and here we go. Getting our first impulse. I think the first impulse is done. This started with like the 3-wave move down here and a 3-wave move there. And this is a big 3-wave move, I think, just finished. So I think we're going to come down in 3 waves. I think it's my best idea, I believe. We come down in 3 waves tonight and into tomorrow, and then have some kind of reversal after that. We start, 1, 2, and start going on. So I'm looking for that kind of wave, okay? Some kind of a 3-wave pullback, if I'm right. Now, does it have to play like that? No, it doesn't have to play like that at all. But I think tomorrow, there's going to be a little fear right when the banks open, okay? So I think there's a good chance that we set up for bearishness tonight and tomorrow, because I think when the banks open, I think there's going to be a little bit of uneasiness, and there's going to be, some people scared about what's going on. And it could be, and this is where some more bullishness might be in the market, guys, where, people are taking their money and they start buying Bitcoin, and putting their money other places, gold, silver, Bitcoin, other markets and other commodities, just to put it somewhere other than the bank, in hopes that the system, doesn't crumble, or in preparation for a potential crumbling of the market. Crypto craze, I've been talking about the macro. Rewind. That's all I got to say. So, yeah, just rewind 10 minutes, 15 minutes. I've been talking about the macro. You must have come in late. Okay. So, yeah. So, and this count, this is a 1-2 inside of a big macro move. Okay. This is the beginning of the 3rd wave to the upside, potentially. That's probably true, Chemo. It'll probably come straight down kind of fast. Boom, 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 and then go. Yeah, you're probably right, man. I like that idea. Let's see how fast this wave comes down. It'll probably just be like a double zigzag or something. You'll get a zigzag, correction, zigzag. It'll look like an impulse, but it'll be a fast move to the downside. Let me look at the small time frame here. I'm trading, guys. Sorry. I would not be surprised looking at the DXY and EU. I would not be surprised to see the DXY come up, hit at least a move back up, or it comes hits the high and then tanks. Okay, EU looks like a flat potentially. This is your USD, so 335 right there in the middle, and so there's 3, 3. There's 5. Potentially it's done. We go hit the low tomorrow, tonight, tomorrow, London, New York. Boom. We have a bearish day tomorrow. And then boom. We fly. The euro flies because U.S. banking systems are crashing. That's kind of what I'm expecting for Euro USD. DXY, same kind of thing. You get some kind of a pullback, and then boom. And I'm looking for down. Okay, this downward move I'm expecting is a part of an impulse wave to the downside. 5 waves. After which that takes us into, this downward move allows Bitcoin to pump. Once that's done, DXY will pull back. This allows all the markets to dump.
Good night.
Good night. Love you, honey.
Love you too.
This allows all the markets to dump, and this is when we hit $4,000 on BTC. This is when we go to 50K BTC. This is when we go down to 6K or whatever on BTC. And then the dollar's going to eventually just die. Death to the dollar after that. And that's when all the markets start pumping again. Money's taken out of the DXY. It's put in something else. And then the big boys start buying again. That's my take on DXY. So we zoom out, look at that a little bit. That's what I'm expecting. Something like that. I don't think we're going to go make new highs. I don't think so. I could be wrong on that. I just don't think we're going to make new highs. Okay. Yeah. Let's look at the bearish scenario. If you want a bear count for BTC, so that's the bull count. I haven't gotten to the bear count, but yeah, it's just again. All right, let's look at the. What would a dump from here look like? If we go down, one count says boom, boom, boom. Now I don't know what that wave is going to look like. If we could get more complex here. 4 hour. Let me show it to you. This could be a wave A or a wave W. We get an X or a B and then a Y or a C, right? We could get some kind of 3-wave move. Okay. That brings us pretty deep. Okay. But I mean, I imagine we could do some kind of A. Here's a count I haven't considered, guys. I don't know why I haven't considered it. A. Could get a B that retests the bottom, and then we could get that C move that I was talking about later. So yeah, if we get a B that's just coming up here, and then we dump again, and we start dumping. Now I don't know if this B gets more complicated. Why is everything gotta be so complicated? Boom, boom, something like that, and then we come down. Okay, that becomes a three-wave move. Okay, A, B, and then we go up. Sorry, that's incorrect. Let's try that again. I imagine that's possible where you got a flat A, then you got B to retest the bottom, and then we go up for C. The big wave I've been telling you about, we get a big wave like that for C. So we come down and retest again. Again, we go where we expect the price to go, just not in the way we expect it. That would be messed up, wouldn't it? There's a messed up count I've not thought about. But that's a real possibility. Now, is this B wave about finished? Could what we have over the weekend be the B wave? We've got hidden bear divergence on the 2 hour. Hidden bear all over the 2 hour. Could this be a three-wave move? Absolutely. 3, 3, 3. So could that be done? Yeah, that could be done. So we could have a W wave right there. This could be X. And then we get a Y wave down where we start going down again. Real possibility, guys, right there. Retest this low. Guys, we could break that low. Could break that low, but then what would happen after that? Well, the big boy, this would become a much larger flat. Where that becomes A, that becomes B, and then we shoot up really fast for C. Ooh, what do you think of that count, guys? Oh, man. Wow. Interesting. That is an interesting count. Tell me what you think. Yeah, maybe Wyckoff move there. The question is, what does this leg right here do? Is this just the A wave of a larger? Yeah, that's a good question, Shirley. Let me take a look at that in just a second. I'll look at the SPX in just a minute. I haven't been able to make heads or tails over the stock market because it's been moving so slow and weird lately. I don't mind that count, to be honest with you. You see this jump we got on the 12 hour and the daily? See that jump there? Well, we haven't broken the structure with this jump. So we had this jump there, and then we got this jump there. We haven't really broken the structure. So, it's a real possibility. I'm really considering that count, guys. I'm really thinking that one through. That's the first time I've really considered it. I guess it's because I hadn't seen this kind of wave structure, until now. Let me just look at the small time frame here. Looking for the top here. I do not see 5 down. I see 3 wave from the top. So the weekly chart, Chemo Sabi mentioned, and rightly so, that on the weekly we have we got a lower low from last week. Technically speaking, where is it? There we are. No, that's not 5 waves from the top. 100% not 5 waves. We got a 5 wave from the bottom. But that could be A, B, C. My take is that C is coming up here. And this is just wave 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my primary count, guys. I know y'all are having a hard time with it, but that's my primary count. That count's still on the table. But Chemo mentioned, and rightfully so. Yeah, on the weekly, this is 3 waves all day long. All day. That's an ABC or a WXY. ABC or a WXY. One of the two. That's 3 days. Three. You can look at XRP and not XRP, but Ethereum, and see it there as well. See that move from the top? That's 3 waves all day long. All day. 3 waves. Boom, boom, boom. So what do we got going on? Well, we got an ABC working. A, B. Let's get C in. C's not done. We haven't finished the C. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's my primary count, guys. That's my primary count. ABC. And then we're going to get another move down. W, X, and then 3 waves down Y. And that's when we get death to crypto. Bad news. All the way around. Ethereum gets back down to $339. Yeah, dead cat bounce. But then moon. Then moon. Moves in 3s. 1, 2. Let's go again. 3. Let's go again. Let's do it a 3rd time. All right. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, I was saying on the weekly, we made a lower candle. We closed lower, but man, we got a wicked weekly candle. That's huge. That's big time bullish. Okay, and we didn't close below this low. We didn't close below that low. We got a higher low. Okay. So yeah, that's a potential, hey. So we got another week to see if we get a green candle. We close with a higher, close higher than this close, and we'll be a little bit more bullish. Okay. Does that look like a leading diag to you guys? Not so sure. Let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Leading diag. ABC. Down we go. Yeah, I can look up Nifty in a little while. Let me just finish looking at BTC. Just kind of going through my process here. All right, so bearish count, guys. Bearish count. One of the more bearish counts is boom, boom, boom. But this wave right here may take us retesting the top. I don't know. We could come down. We could come down here now in 3 waves, 3 complex waves, or we could 3-wave return and then go up again. All right, and then we could go down. Okay, and that would be like an X wave or a B wave, and this would be A, B, and then we go C. So that's a bullish count, but that puts us bearish, for a while. Okay, now, what are the chances that I don't know. I don't know what the chances of that count. I like the count, but the aspects of the count I don't like. I think we're more likely to start impulsing. So we got to just see what the character of this wave turns out to be. Okay, is it start impulsing? How big are the pullbacks? Whatnot. You're not going to get wrecked if you have a stop loss. What's your stop plan, master plan? Okay. So looking at Ethereum on the weekly here and on the daily, I'm pretty bullish. Because, guys, we didn't come out and take out any of this liquidity, and this thing just doesn't look done. It just does not look done. I got a really nice one wave right there, and that could be wave 2, and we're done. Just finished. Boom. Let's look at that count for a little bit. Yeah, I think you got a nice ABC here. A, B, C. Boom. Done. And then you got a nice ABC here. Boom, boom, boom. Done. So we got a nice double zigzag. W, X, and Y. It's confirmed pretty much by this move to the upside that was a double zigzag. So that's corrective. The question is, do we get complex? I kind of feel like we get complex. I kind of think maybe there's a quick complex count getting ready to happen, and it's going to happen fast. Like tomorrow might be a big downward day. Or this week might be bearish. Like that. This takes us into the next, where we get 3-wave move, and it becomes a larger correction. So then all of a sudden we got a B wave here, and we got a big 1, 2, we get a big 3. Three, 4, 5. ABC, boom. I can see that all day on Ethereum. So the question of the day is, sorry, just taking a peek at small time frame. Do we get a complex move down, or is this going to just pull back? Is this going to finish 5 waves, pull back, and go? So that's kind of what's at stake here, just doing this wave structure analysis here. Right now, currently speaking, small time frame. Look at this wave. Look at this wave. First off, how many waves is this right here? That move up. What do y'all think? I'll let you guys catch up and answer in the chat for me. How many waves y'all think that is? What do you think? I know you guys are catching up soon. I'll let you all catch up and answer in the chat. Yeah, so if that's 3 waves, then okay, a lot of you guys are saying 3. Shut up, Chemo. We got 3 down. Well, what's this? What's that? This is definitely not a 5-wave move. I don't see that as a 5-wave move, 100%. I do not have a 5-wave count for this. But I do potentially have a diagonal count for the entire thing. Yeah, Philippe Lapointe, if that's a 1-2, man, then this is what I call an is what it is wave. If that's a wave 1 and a wave 2, then this is what it is, because that's not 5 waves. That's not 5 waves. So here's 2 ways to look at this wave here. Okay? We're going to call this a W, call that an X, call that a Y. Okay? That could be all finished. Could be all done. You pull the fibs on that move, you got a really nice, I think it's 1618. Yeah, we came right to the 1618. Really good. Looks like we got to the 618 retrace. We got to the golden zone, through it. There's a good chance that's 3 waves, and that's it. It just went up so high and so fast, everybody's like, we're going, here we go. But what this thing could be is we got 3 waves. Come on. We got a WXY right there. We got another WXY right there. There's your X wave, and now we get another WXY to the downside. It's going to get even faster. And it's going to come down fast. It's going to feel like a COVID dump. Okay? Feel like COVID dump. Same time of year. Same time of year. Oh, guys, look at that. 3. Oh, guys. Why didn't I see that before? All right, here's a count, guys. Here's my Ethereum count. I'm kind of bearish for, I don't know. I kind of like that downward move. I don't know now. I'm torn. I'm kind of torn, but all right. Here's a count. Check it out now. If that's 3 waves right there, and that's 3, that could be 3 there. Or that could be an A, B, that could be C right there. ABC. There's W. There's X. We get Y, and it's deep. It happens in 3 waves and it's deep. I'm sorry, I'm ignoring the chat a little bit. But we come down here, we take this low out. We don't have to take this low out, but we could. But anyway, that becomes a deep. Hits this low. And then we start going. And this becomes boom, boom, boom. Wow, what a liquidity grab. What a liquidity grab. We're going to know. We're going to know tonight and tomorrow what the market's doing. We're going to know. I think that's the count, guys. Some kind of W, X. Give me a Y wave. Let's go take the low out. 1-to-1 extension. And then a liquidity grab after that. Just shoot it up. Wow, that's not a bad move there. What do you think, Chemo? How you like it, Seth? It's the right kind of ugly, ain't it? People think we're going to die this quarter. We don't die this quarter. We die later in the year. We have a rebound. All right, guys, I presented two ideas for you. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't. So here's one idea. That we get a dump, and this is the wave that we got today is 3 waves. It's 3, okay? It's 3. So in Bitcoin, I'm going to look at the other markets in just a minute. But in Bitcoin, let's just look at it. 10-minute chart. How do we count this? How do we count this? I got 3 there, 3 there, 3 there. We're done. And that's your X wave. That's the X wave. Did we get to the 618 yet? We didn't get to the 618, so I don't know. Is this going to pump one more time up to the 618? Doesn't have to. We could dump off the 50, no problem. We do have a WXY. WXY. If this is finished, which I don't know if it is or not, I'm not saying it is or not, but we do have hidden bearish divergence on the 90-minute, on the 2-hour. We got hidden bear all over it. Look at that. Boom. Boom. That's hidden bear, guys. That's hidden bearish divergence. Draw this line right here. Draw this line on your RSI right there. Okay, on the 2-hour, on the 4-hour, 2 hours good. When it breaks down below it, that's going to be a decent signal. Oh man, guys, I kind of like this. I really do. I'll be honest with you. Let me pull a channel here and see what it's doing here. We got A. No, Crypto Savior, I don't think is necessarily gonna. I think all the movie that you're watching, all the stuff you're watching in the markets and whatnot, it's all just a farce. It's FUD so they can move the markets, but they're pumping it today, and they're setting up the market for something tomorrow. What are they setting up for? All right, 5 minute, guys. 5 minute. We're getting a break of the 5 minute RSI on that trend line. So that's a little bearish for the time being. Just on the 5 minute chart. Just again, we want to see the 5 minute come all the way down and reset and reset bullishly with the hidden bull. Okay, if this is going to keep going up, you're going to get a 5 minute reset. You're also going to get a 15-minute reset of the RSI. We've got bearish divergence on the 15-minute. Guys, I'm trying to balance my macro look with the micro look. We got 15-minute divergence there, and we're looking to break to the downside there. So it's bearish right now. It looks like we're going to be trending to the downside between now and London session. That's looking good. I'm sorry I'm ignoring. All right, what's the invalidation of the bearish count? Well, I mean, what's the invalidation? It's hard to say because I trade by wave structure, right? There's no real. It's a wave structure invalidation. As soon as this thing starts looking like it, see right now this wave looks like a 3-wave move. Okay, this wave looks very much like a 3-wave move. It looks finished. Looks like a WXY came to the 50. Looks about done. They could take it up one more time and then reject again. So, you know, that's a possibility. That gets us up to the to the 618 retrace. So there's a real possibility there. Yeah, could we go up and hit the high again? Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to hit the high again. No, would not be surprised to see that again. But the 5 minute, 15 minutes looking decent. We haven't broken to the downside yet on the 15-minute RSI, so I'm still waiting to break and close that. Have not broken and closed that yet. Got 8 minutes left on this candle. Let's see how bearish we get on this candle, or if this gets taken all back and it goes. So let's see. Shirley, I don't know that it's that simple because the counts overlap so much. We're just going to have to stay on top of it. Stay on top of the wave, guys. I can't give you all a simple invalidation. As soon as this wave starts to look more like an impulse. So if this pulls back, and then impulses again, pulls back and impulses. As soon as this wave starts looking like an impulse, then that move to the downside that I was talking about probably... yeah, I've got Twitter. It's Jim of all trades. I do have Twitter. So, 2, 3, 3, 3 looks good. So as soon as this starts looking like an impulse, that downward move surely gets invalidated. See, the thing is, they could get more complex to the upside here too. They could bring this thing down in 3 waves. And then another 3 waves up, and then bring it down. So there's so many different wave structures they could do. They could just take it, down hard, take that low, rebound in 3, and then take the low again. That's what I kind of think might play. Something steep and fast. I really think that this count might have some merit, guys. It really does. This count might have some merit to it. And that becomes the B wave of the bigger flat. A, B, let's go C now. And that C is going to go up fast and furious. Protecting your profit master plan is always a good idea. You know, protecting your account is always a good idea. There will always be good new setups. Why don't you just take your profit now? Look for another setup. Take your profit. Why not? There'll be another setup. We're overbought, man. There's going to be a correction. We're on the 1 hour. I mean, it's going to pull back. Now, whether it pulls back to 19.9, I don't know, right? But you know, I mean, you got a really nice position down here. You know, you got a 3-wave move. Take your profit. Look for another pullback. Look for a reset of the RSI. You need a strategy, man. If you want to learn my strategy, come on into the Discord. $40, dude. $40, you get everything. I'll teach you my strategy. Got all, and then you'll get daily updates on the wave counts and what to expect, and that's what I would. Yeah, I'd be taking profit right now. Yeah, I mean, I'm actually short right now, but protecting that position. That's why I'm watching the small time frame, but I'm actually short. That's right, lawn buds. I love it. There's always another trade. Always. Take your profit. Move on to the next one. There'll be another setup. All right, let's take it. Let's see how plausible. Oh, guys, look at that. Oh, guys, I think we're going down. I think we're going to go hit the lows, guys. Oh, look at XRP. Guys, I think we're going down to hit the lows. That is exactly right, Zakir. I love it, man. Ahmed. I gotta say that right. Guys, look at this. All right, what do y'all see? Who sees it? Who sees it? What do y'all see right here? What do you see? Who sees it? This is XRP. 3 up, 3 down, 5 up. What is that? Where did my small time frame go? There you go, Ricky. You got it, dude. So let's look at the overall structure here. Boom. So we got 3 down, we got 3 up. Are we doing that next? Are we going down, and is that the next move? Now, I don't think we're going to break the low on that. I just think, look at this. Boom. Guys, this is it. This is the count. This is the count. I'm pretty sure. I you know, obviously, you know, don't bet on how sure I feel, right? But look at this. Something like this. Oh, man. So there's boom, boom, boom. Let's finish it out. Right here, guys. See this wave right here? See this wave right here? We're getting a fractal of it. Okay? You see this wave right in there? That's what we got right there. Okay? So we had an initial move down. We had this thing. Initial move down. We had this thing here, and now we're rolling over, coming down again. I don't think we're going to break that low. I think it's going to go back up after that. Okay, but nevertheless, I think we're coming down deep. I think we're coming down deep. All right, guys. I mean, you just watched me turn bearish in the last 30 minutes, guys. I analyze. This is why I go through my process. I start talking it out. I start looking at different counts. And then I do correlation, and I look at all the different counts. And I'm like, oh, okay. And then I think about liquidity grabs. I think about news and what's coming up. I really, then after that, so I'm really thinking down here. I could be wrong, but that looks like a flat. This looks like it's ready to rock. Boom, boom, boom. Then up we go. So we got to come down here, retest these lows, wick this bottom, then go. That's XRP. All right, let's look at LTC. Now, LTC is really extended, but what do you guys see on LTC? Let's go to the 2 hour. The first thing I see on LTC is we got major hidden bearish divergence. That's hidden bear. Okay? It's hidden bear. Now, this right now has a three-wave shape. It could, if it turns into an impulse, look for a three-wave move and then a continuation up. Okay? So that's how we know if we're wrong. Okay? That's how we know if we're wrong. That if this just pulls back and goes, and gets impulsive, then we're wrong. Okay? And that happens. I don't know that we're necessarily going. So my idea that we're going to go down and hit that low, I don't know with any certainty that that's going to happen. Okay? I don't know. But what I'm saying is I'm looking at wave structure. I'm like, oh, dude, I could totally see that move. Now, is that move going to play? I don't know. Because I started the live thinking, I see up right now. Okay? And so we got to see how the market plays tonight, guys. We really do. We got to see what's going to happen with the banks tomorrow as soon as they open. What stuff's going to be in the news? Is the market going to be selling off tomorrow? People are going to be selling off, taking their cash, getting it out of the banks. What's going to be happening? I think we're going to have a little scary time this week in the markets. So anyway, we'll have to wait and see how things play, right? But nevertheless, right now we have a really extended three-wave move. It's really extended. But it's three waves nonetheless. Let's look at it, small time frame. I got ABC to the upside, three waves there, and then maybe, see, this is where it loses its three-wave shape. See, LTC kind of loses its three-wavishness right in here. But we're hitting the 2618. And it's kind of extended. It really is. It's really extended. But we're well overbought. I mean, well overbought. This could be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Boom. May need one more hit to the high. Watch out for a pump here where it hits the high one more time. I'm not saying it will definitely, but watch out for it. It could. It'll create divergence right here We'll go do a stop hunt one more time, and then reverse. I got 3, 3, 3. I got a double zigzag right there. That's a double zigzag right there. Boom, boom, boom. It's pointing to another hit to the high. Don't have hidden bull on the 5 minute, but I got hidden bull on the 1 minute, on the 2 minute, 3 minute. So I got hidden bull on the 3 minute, and I got a 3-wave shape. Now, if this rolls over and goes down, then we can then this count is not correct. But if this breaks, that to the upside, Shirley, I'm not so sure that people feel all comfy cozy about Bitcoin, though. But that may be right. That may be right. Markets may go out of markets and out of banks and into BTC. That might be right. But I don't know if if people are, shoot, gold and silver might shoot up this week. Let's look at the SPX real fast. Guys, let me just make it clear. I'm going to look right in the camera here. Let me just make it really clear. As much as, sometimes I have I think that's a count. I think that's a count, and I get excited about it. It doesn't mean I'm right, okay? And I want to say that to you because I want to protect you from me, right? I get excited about counts sometimes. That looks like it, and I think about it, and I think one way, and I think I'm right, and I might be right, and that may play out perfectly. But I don't know. I'm here to tell you that I don't read the future. I don't have any knowledge of the future, and I'm not here to say I'm predicting the future. All I'm doing is looking at wave structure and say what could be, and I'm giving you counts to the upside. I'm giving you counts to the downside. You're gonna have to take your pick and see what you like. Okay. You're going to have to trade it with good risk management and set stops and whatever. Because, listen, nobody knows what's going to happen, okay? Nobody knows what's going to happen. I don't care whose channel it is. I don't care how often they've been right. I've been right a lot. I've called tops and bottoms many, many times. And I've been right a lot about wave structures. But I've also been wrong about wave structures, too. And so is the other guys who have been right about certain ways. We all get them right. We all get them wrong. What makes the difference between any particular wave, getting it right or wrong, is how well you manage your risk, okay? Whether you have good entry discipline. You got to have good entry discipline. You got to have good psychology. You got to have risk management. You can't over leverage your account. You need to make sure you're entering the market properly. So I guess my point is that, guys, just because I get excited about accounts, I think I found it. I think that's it. That doesn't mean I'm right, okay? And I want you guys to know that. Because I'm not here to tell you I'm right or not. I'm just here to have some fun with you, look at the markets together, try to figure out the wave structure. I love looking at wave structure. I'm an Elliott Wave guy. But at the end of the day, the market does what it wants to do. And I don't know what's coming tomorrow. I can speculate, I can guess, and I can give you some ideas to watch out for. But at the end of the day, please, watch your risk. Don't trade based upon my ideas alone. You need to have your own strategy, your own risk management, okay? Okay. All right. Euro is pumping. What's happening to the DXY? DXY is dumping. Check it out. Okay. All right. Let's look at so LTC. LTC out of all the charts is looking very much more bullish than the other ones are because this is much more extended. So LTC is painting a picture of a bullish chart. XRP is painting more of a bearish chart. I like XRP's wave structure here for bearishness. So in other words, XRP may have one more hit to the high before she drops. But I've got a 3, 3, and a 5. Looks like down is the direction. I just don't know if we're going to go up and hit the high again or not. That's the big question mark. Are we done? Or are we going to just start steady dumping here pretty strong? Okay. ADA, let's take a peek at ADA. 4-hour chart. Actually, let's look at the 2-hour chart. 2-hour chart, we've got hidden bearish divergence all over it. Boom. Boom, that's hidden bear. Okay, we have a 3-wave shape here. 3 waves. Now ADA did not come up as high as Bitcoin did on this wave. Okay, so that's got me a little what's going on? So we do that, and we didn't even get to the 50. We didn't even get to the 382. So ADA's move might be a little different looking than BTC, but that could be 3, and we come on down for a final wave. We got 5 waves, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. That finishes us, and then we go. And what that does for ADA gives you a nice 1, 2, or a 1, and then a 2. Okay, and there's a wave 2, and then we get, and then that's when we get our bullish pump after that, wave 3. Okay. I think Doge is an S coin you should stay away from. Really, if you want to gamble, go ahead and gamble with Doge. But I don't trade those coins. I trade the top 10 market cap. And that's it. I'm not a big S coin guy, guys. I don't trade them. That doesn't mean you can't do well. I just don't. I like the Elliott doesn't work on unless the market cap is big enough. Okay. Elliott doesn't work unless the market cap is big enough to support it. So I work on charts that where Elliott is a good bet. Matic, yes, I would put my money on Matic before Doge. I agree with that statement. I like ADA. I like Ethereum. I like XLM. I like, let's see, what else do I like? I do like, Matic is a nice chart. Luna makes a nice chart. What else makes a good chart? I think, Monero is probably a good one to do. Okay. All right. Let's keep rocking here with the analysis. I wanted to look at the SPX. So let me get the SPX. BNB looks 3 wave-ish here, but we'll have to see if this turns into 5 waves or not. But you've got a 3-wave shape here in BNB. Now whether it's finished or not, I don't know. Yeah, BNB might have another high. So you got an A wave, you got a B wave. Looking for C to finish. I need 5 waves in C, maybe. Or that's a WXY and it's done. So either that, we're going to get that, or we're finished already. We might get one more hit to the high. And then BNB looks like down again. Okay, we got hidden bearish divergence all over the chart. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a hit to the high and then down. Do we have to get that hit to the high? No, we do that. All right, let's look at XRP here. By the way, USDC has made it back up to where it needs to be. So the DPEG is a big big nothing burger. We'll see what happens tomorrow. We'll see what happens tomorrow on USDC. Let's look at the SPX. All right, here's my take, Shirley, and everybody else that wanted to see SPX in the stock market. Merle, I think you want to see that. So I don't know what's going on here. So what I do know is that we've got a leading diagonal. I'm going to try to go fast and get through a bunch of charts here, guys. So bear with me. So I'm not going to do a bunch of S coins, guys. I'm just not going to do S coins because Elliott just really isn't good on S coins, guys, and really they're going to all follow BTC. So trade the directional bias of BTC. That's what I would recommend for you guys who are trading crap coins. That whatever the directional bias of BTC is and Ethereum, if you trade both of those, you get a directional bias between Ethereum, BTC, and XRP. If you chart all those, get a directional bias, I think I would trade that direction, okay, on whatever chart you're trading, generally speaking, because most of them are going to correlate with BTC. They're going to be moving in the same direction in general. All right, and you need a strategy for trading it. But anyway, with that said, that looks like a leading diag, right? That looks like a leading diag. So what is this? What is this wave? I think we're going to get a gap to the upside tomorrow, and then it's gonna fall again and maybe make a third wave. Boom. And so I think what's going on here is that we're going to dive here, okay, and we're going to finish out an ABC. I don't know how long this is going to take. Finish out some kind of ABC like that, and then all of a sudden we got an A wave, a B wave, and then we get a fast pump C wave. Okay, that's the way S&P looks, and that supports, guys, a potential down move. That move we were looking for in BTC that hit to the low again. That I was like, oh, I think that's the count. There it is. So I think S&P is gonna make some kind of an ABC. It's gonna hit the high. It might even take the high out or just short of the high or some kind of a three-way move, and we're making some kind of a larger A, B, and then to hell in a handbasket we go. Okay, so I think we're in this B wave correction right now, where the market's kind of up and down. There's going to be positive and negative news, and the market's going to be, waffling in this area here. It's going to look bearish. Then there's going to be a pump out of nowhere somewhere mid-year. We're going to get a pump, finish the C wave, and then we're going to start dumping again. So yeah, that's kind of what I'm expecting. Guys, come join the Discord. Be glad to any day you want an S coin. I do 2 lives a day. I take requests every day. I don't have time to do a bunch of S coins tonight just because I'm trying to get my analysis done with. So I'm sorry. Sorry to say no to you on the S coins. If you do a top 10 market cap coin that I haven't covered, then I'd be glad to cover a top 10 market cap for you. But anyway, I'm trying to get a broad view of the market. So this is the S&P. This is what I'm thinking here. I did want to look at the Nifty. So let me look at Nifty for a minute. So that's S&P. Let's look at Nifty because I think Nifty is a nice chart here. Okay, so what do we got? We've got a 5-wave move that took the top out. Okay, 5-wave move that took the top out. Let's zoom in just a little bit here. That's an interesting chart there. What does that make that count? Oh, is that a flat? Okay. So here's an idea for you on the Nifty. So we could have an A wave and then a B wave right there. That's a flat right there. And now we're getting C to the downside. Ooh, that's a big deep one. I don't know if that's going to play or not. I don't know about that one. That seems a little deep for now. What if let's talk what if this was a wave 4 and we got a wave 5 and that finished up? Let's look at the daily. We get divergence all over the place. Boom. Okay, BTC took out that low, so the WXY is kind of out now. That WXY that I just showed is kind of not so much anymore. So that looks good that's keeping going. Ah, that looks done. Man, that looks done. Guys, this looks bad to the downside. That looks done. That's on the weekly. That doesn't mean it's going to go straight down. It just means that that on this chart it looks about finished. So could this come up here and then down? Yeah, that could. This could come back, roll over, finish an A wave. We get a B wave back up, and then we go. Okay, so that would correlate with what I'm seeing in S&P, where we get a down move. Okay, in fact, we could gap back up and then down. 3 waves up and then down. I don't know that we're going to break the top here on Nifty. I got a corrective wave, and then I got a finished 5-wave move. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Looks done. I would expect this to go at some point. I don't know that we're going to break the top again. I don't know. All right, let's look at UK 100 because Chemo, my brother, asked me, and I forgot earlier. Five-minute RSI is still coming down. That's looking good. We're not oversold yet, so that more than likely that's going to keep rocking to the downside for a little bit. The only other bullish count I have on this wave, if it's a bull, I got a leading diag, 3-way pullback, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, I don't like it. It's still looking pretty. That's looking like a pretty bearish wave. We've broken the 15-minute on BTC small time frame. So the 15 minutes broken structure. We had divergence, was broken. So this is more than likely, guys. This wave is. I wouldn't be long right now. At least right now, I would wait for the RSI to reset on the 15-minute. Let this thing come down and reset. Okay, before you try to think long anymore. Probably finished our up move. We'll see though. We'll see. XRP, yeah, XRP just looks so good to the downside. So good to the downside. I can, however, see a potential hit to the high and then down from a wave structure standpoint. All right, UK. What's UK doing? Let's go to the weekly chart. Nothing on the weekly. Is this the wrong chart to be on? How about capital.com? There's more data. Ooh, ooh. That looks Slim Shady, man. It's broken structure to the downside. Big time, dude. UK 100 is down. We got a... At minimum, you know, some kind of corrective, probably something like this. UK 100 looks down. I mean, the wave looks down. We don't have divergence though. Small time frame. Small time frame. We got a 3-wave move off the top. Boom, boom, boom. If this comes up a little bit and rolls over, comes up and rolls over, then that's going to move from a 3-wave to a 5-wave. Okay, I would expect once this thing finishes 5 waves to the downside, a 3-wave, come on, stop, a 3-wave pullback and a continuation to the downside. If this is 3 waves, boom, with hidden bull on the 8-hour chart, which we have hidden bull on the 8-hour, we could go out and take the top. So we could be bullish for another wave. 5-minute doesn't quite look ready for BTC yet. LTC on the 15-minute has broken structure. But I don't have divergence yet. So I'm predicting another hit to the high on LTC and a lower high on RSI. And then down. Your USD, look at your USD. This looks like a flat to me. It's pretty. Makes me think we're going to go down and hit the low one more time. I think DXY 2. DXY is making a 5-wave move. I see a 3-wave pullback coming on DXY. So up for the DXY temporarily and then down. So BTC down. EU down. If that's correct. That looks like 5 waves. Let's see if we get a 3-wave pullback over the next several days. Let's see what EU does. If EU keeps pushing higher, DXY may keep pushing lower. Eventually, you get some kind of pullback before continuation. But UK, man, that's a question mark. We do have hidden bull, okay, right here. That's hidden bull. See if we get another hit to the high before we get a move down. Otherwise, if this just kind of rolls over and kind of keeps going, we get a 3-wave pullback and then a continuation. So that's what's at stake right there. I'm going to have to keep watching the UK 100 there, Chemo. Yeah, 82 is quite possible there. What is the UK 100? Is that an index for England or British? Yeah, anti-BK, you're gonna have to rewind, man. I've given both bullish and bearish scenarios, my man. I kind of like the bearish scenario a little bit more than the bullish. BAC, Bank of America. Okay, I'll look at BAC, Merle. So Zaki Ahmed, you know, it's wave structure, man. It's all about wave structure. We watch the wave structure and how the wave develops. Does it develop into an impulse wave? Does it develop into a 3-wave? And then once we start to see those 5s and 3s, we put them together and predict where price could currently go. You know, so let me look at Bank of America real fast. I'm just looking at 5s and 3s here. Oh, what is that? One, two, three, four. 4 dipped into 1. So there's the 2008 crash right there. And here's the 2023. That's not looking good, Merle. It's not looking good at all. The only thing I can see potentially bullish is if they're making a flat here. That's the only That's the only bullishness I see possible. Otherwise, it's going to keep rolling to the downside. All right. Now, BNB on the 6 hour has broken out to the upside in its waves, in its RSI. So that's an interesting point. That's a bullish point to make. We got a 3-wave shape here. Boom, boom, boom. The question is this going to roll over and go down one more time? It totally could, but we have broken out on the 6 hour on BNB. In fact, on all time frames, we've broken out. Four-hour chart. We got 59 minutes left on this candle. See what this candle looks like. We just, on the 4 hour, we hit the 200 moving average and bumped our head. This still has a 3-wave shape to it. What time is going to tell whether it turns bullish or not. Guys, if this is bullish, we're going to get a 3-wave pullback. It may not show on the 4 hour. We may have to see it on the 1 hour. But you're going to get a pullback and then a continuation. It's going to go hit the high again. Okay? So if it's bullish, it's going to keep rocking. It's going to pull back, retest, and keep rocking to the upside. Okay? So if that's bullish. Okay? If it's more bearish, like we're talking about, watch out for this 3, and then watch out for another. So we might start working our way down here over the next couple of weeks. Finish the dump and then we pump again. But I'm not so sure. I don't know. This is a very bullish move right here. So let's wait and see how it develops. You got to wait and see. Thanks, Adrian. I appreciate it. I appreciate that kind comment that you put out for everybody to see. Kind of crappy, man. But I sure feel good about myself now. Thanks. I've already feel crappy about myself now. But anyway. All right, guys. We're going to call it a night. I'm going to call it a night. Thanks, guys, for dropping by. And you guys have the bullish and the bearish ideas. The market can go either way. You guys enjoy yourselves. We'll see you later. Have a great night. And if you want to join the fun in the Discord, love to have you guys. You get 2 live streams every day with analysis and all you need to make decisions from an Elliott standpoint and trading. My trading course and psychology course and everything. So, all right, guys, have a great night. We'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.